Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. First thing in the day. My mother's an energy vampire, Ralph. That's what someone wrote to me. How to deal with energy draining family members. It is a beautiful day. Let's just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Do you know someone who you feel is draining your energy right now? Someone wrote to me saying it's someone really close to them, their mother. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Now, we all grow up and we have a lot of pressure placed on us from family members, from friends, from even people we don't know. They're trying to mold us, trying to make us into something that we're not. And a lot of times it can be kind of energy draining. So I'm going to tell you how to deal with this, how to overcome this, and how to take your power back. It starts with this. You wrote to me saying that you got to do a lot. You got to do a whole lot for your mother. And I've been in a similar situation. I grew up and my mom was always asking me to type stuff, right? I had exams going on. It was a lot for me. I learned this secret. You can only care for people as much as you have cared for yourself. Slow motion this side. Many of us, we are empty vessels. We have nothing to give because once again, we haven't learned the secret of filling your own cup first. The only reason why I can inspire millions of people, share with tons of energy, is because I'm always in nature. I'm recharging. I got a lot to give because I get a lot. Whoa, from those beautiful birds up there. But a lot of us, we have no self-care. And what happens when it's your mom, maybe your brother, your sister, a friend asking you to do a massive favor? And you're like, I haven't even taken care of me yet. So learn to take care of yourself first. Not only are you going to be able to give that person so much more, but also you're stepping into loving yourself that little bit more. And then you will realize that person won't be as energy draining. You won't feel they are an energy vampire because once again, you would be recharging yourself. And I get it. Some people are energy vampires. So what do? You got to set up healthy energetic boundaries. Now, let me give you a prime example of this. A lot of the times, people ask us to do stuff. Can you do this? Can you do that? Okay, especially the cat down the road. Now, a lot of the times, we just say yes, but healthy energetic boundaries arises when you realize that actually, I can't do everything. Just admit it. It's so much easier that way. I say it sometimes like, look, I can't do this. I can't do everything right now. I'm only one person. And the more you know your limits, yes, we are limitless, but that comes once you reach the next level. It's okay to be where you are. You don't have to pretend you are Superwoman, saying, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, when you know actually you already got a lot on your plate. So healthy energetic boundaries arises when you say, okay, this is what I can do, and this is what I'm definitely not going to do. Sorry, Mom, right? I can only do my best. So if you realize that secret, that healthy energetic boundaries is to say, okay, I'm going to give you 1 hour. Let's do this. Right? But the next hour, I'm getting my butt into nature with Ralph Smart. Healthy energetic boundaries is key to becoming your greatest it is key to becoming your greatest version. Look at it like this. A lot of the times we even absorb other people's energies, right? We walk around these crowded cities, and I realize that I got to set up healthy energetic boundaries. So I'm like, I can't stay in a city for too long. Otherwise, I start turning into, you don't want to know, right? So I got to place myself in nature every single day just to clear my mind. I got to meditate. These are healthy energetic boundaries. You don't want to get too close to an energy that isn't serving you 100%. But we can, once again, contribute to that person, if they're a family member, a friend, but create those healthy energetic boundaries. What's helped me along my journey is to realize this, that you got to learn how to take a break. Many of us, we simply don't know how to take a break. Does it ever feel like this? Does it ever feel like everything is happening at the same time? Yes, that's kind of what my life is like. Sometimes your mom is asking you to do something, a friend is asking you to do something, the cat down the road is asking for some almond milk, right? And then you've also got a lot of stuff going on in your head. So it's very overwhelming. What we forget to do is actually take a break. We forget to just stop everything. That's all you got to do, like press pause. Once you press pause, their energy can no longer affect you because you are now taking time out to regenerate, rejuvenate, revitalize, and recharge, which is so needed in becoming your greatest version. Take a break. Look, say, hey, mom, I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks. Take me with you. Mom, I need to go alone this time, right? Don't feel guilty about taking care of yourself to say, actually, I need a break. Because I guarantee you, if you are just going against your will, you might be people pleasing, trying to make everyone happy, but you're writing to me saying that your energy is being sapped out of you. You need a break. You need a holiday. I'll pay for it. Not really. I'll pay for it. So take a break. Don't feel guilty about it. I do that. I take a daily break, which is every day I get myself in nature. I turn off my phone and I just switch off from the outside world. And that is how I stop absorbing other people's energy. And therefore, there are no energy vampires around. Nowhere in sight. The generation gap, I've spoken about it before. If you realize what the generation gap is, it starts to make sense. You see, our parents saw the world in a very different way than we see it right now. What happened? They thought that, many of them thought their children were their property and they can just ask them to do anything and their children would happily do it. We're living in a different time, a new age, a new earth. And therefore, children are like, ain't nobody got time for that. Don't you know I gave birth to you? Right? I love doing stuff for my mom. I love helping out family members. But I also realize it's a whole new world. We are in the information age. And therefore, what helped me deal with energy draining family, friends, people, was to realize that you gotta take into consideration what year they were born and what year you were born. And I get it now. Of course, they're gonna be thinking their children should do everything. Like, I don't expect my children to do everything I ask them because they're going to be living in an age of holograms, right? So we have to realize the generation gap, and that will help you really see where people are coming from. Once you begin to place yourself in their shoes, you really develop more compassion to say, okay, I get it. I get why I get why my mom is asking me to do all of these things, and I feel really overwhelmed. But I'm not going to take it personally. I'm also going to start taking responsibility to realize I am choosing to be in this situation. I am choosing how I react to this situation. And I'm not going to allow anybody to take my power away anymore. It's time to take the power back. Once you do that, you start to realize nobody is an energy vampire without your permission. Let me repeat that. Nobody is an energy vampire without your permission. You are handing over your power. It's time to take it back. 7-day vegan challenge. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of cacao smoothies on the Snapchat. Where's mine? I started to realize this, that you got to really eat energy generating foods, because everything is energy. And in our day-to-day lives, we are surrounded by so many frequencies and different vibrations that if we aren't eating energy generating foods that give us life and vitality, you got 99 problems. Don't be the 100th one. Don't let your food be the 100th one, right? We need food to give us a healthy head start. And the more I started to eat energy generating foods, I'm talking about the E3 Live, complete source of protein, the most nutrient dense food in the entire world, and hardly anyone knows about it. E3 Live, spirulina, maca powder, ginseng, chlorella. These are the superfoods. These are the foods that are going to take you to the next level. Goji berries, fantastic source of vitamin C. So the more I was getting into the plant-based lifestyle, I was receiving so much energy from foods, amazing plant-based foods, that I was always feeling recharged. But if you are eating foods which are also depleting your energy, it may not be your mom, which is draining your energy. Who is draining your energy? It could be the foods. So you got to start eliminating the causes, right? And say, actually, the food is definitely not what is draining my energy. But if you're not eating to live, you don't know, is it the people I'm hanging around, my mom, the cat down the road, or this greasy ass food? Let it go. Give yourself a head start. Stuff a whole load of goji berries in your mouth. Eat to live. When you express how you feel to someone, they're like, huh? I've never seen that side of you. Many people who we call energy depleting people, energy drainers, right? Many times it's because we're silent. This pattern repeats itself. History has a strange way of repeating itself. So every time we're around them, we start feeling the same way. That's what you wrote in, right? So we get caught in a negative feedback loop. How do we get out of it? Let me share with you this, that the moment you begin to express 100% how you feel to them, you're going to take a whole weight off your chest. I told my mom, look, I can't keep typing. This was when I was like 18. What? And then our relationship got so much more harmonious because we got to see where each other was coming from. But a lot of us, we don't want to do that. We don't really want to express why not. Because from the moment we're born, conception. Our parents are our loyal guardians. They actually feed us. They are our watchers. They are protectors. So I can't not do what they want, Ralph. Right? Forbid the thought. So we even freeze up around them. They're like, is something wrong? And we're like, no, I'm fine. But behind that word fine, it's like nervous, shy, uncomfortable, overwhelmed, pressurized. You got to learn to be honest with yourself and realize this, that your mom is not going to judge you for expressing how you feel. You got to take care of her. But realize that the more you express yourself, you get a whole weight off your chest, off your shoulders. You can actually, breathe in that good ass prana, baby, for the first time. They get to see where you're coming from for the first time. It's no good saying, I'm fine, fearful, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. That will only drain your energy far more because now you are lying to yourself. We'll come to that later. So, when we realize this simple secret, you got to learn how to say no. Now, people always say this, and I tell them that it's not as easy as just saying no. To learn how to say no, you have to stop being afraid of saying no. Why are we afraid to say no? Let's break it down. If you say no to your mom, if she asks you to do something, what will be going through your mind is, I'm a bad daughter, right? Right? She won't love me the same way. I can't say no, it's my mom. So we always give ourselves a whole load of reasons why we can't say no. It's time to let them go. Slow motion this side. Once again, we can only do the best we can. We can only care for people as much as we have cared for ourselves first. So learn to say no to something that you feel is going to be overwhelming. And that will really help you stop feeling drained by other people. It's okay to say no. Don't worry. You will still be their daughter. I hope. This is what you have to realize, that you can't do everything. Let me repeat that. You can't do everything. I got a lot of people I know who are like, I can't do this, I can't do that. And sometimes I feel these are the most honest people because they know their limitations and they also know what they can do. But people who just say I can do everything when they know they can't because they don't even have the energy themselves to do it, life will become incredibly hard. Hard, not hard, but hard. So, get other people to do it. Okay, I used to look after my grandma before she passed away in 2006, and I loved to do it. But sometimes, because I would be at home with her the whole day, I'm like, my cousin, hey, can you look after grandma? Because I want to go out, I want to go and skate. I'm just being so honest right now. And he's like, sure. We were sharing the responsibility. And that's how I stopped feeling drained, because once again, I use my voice. You got to learn how to speak, even if your voice trembles and shakes. And that will help you to stop feeling overwhelmed. In essence, it will help you take back your power once more. I've learned this along my journey, that sometimes when we feel drained by other people and situations, we have to ask ourselves, we've got to ask ourselves, what are we doing when we are away from them to get our energy back? How I do this is by being in a natural environment every single day. I'm getting my energy up every single day. That's why I always have a lot to share, and I'm never blaming anyone at all because I'm choosing to do this. So, anytime you're around your mom, say, I am choosing to care for you right now because I want to do it. What is happening? You are now taking back the power and actually saying that affirmation, that mantra, I am choosing to care for you because I want to do it. As opposed to feeling that you got to do it. It's a duty, it's a chore, it's a hassle. Now, you start blaming the other person for how you feel when no one should have power over how you feel but yourself. Can I get a hello? Talk to me, Ralph. So, when you realize this simple secret, I had to realize that see where other people are coming from, okay? See that, okay, I get it. We might be in the same situation where we're asking our children, hey, do this, do that, okay? So the more you begin to see where people are coming from, once again, you have more compassion towards them, but also learn to say, I am choosing to be with you right now. I'm going to give you what I can give you. But realize that you can only give people what you have. You can't give people what you don't have. And don't be so hard on yourself. Only realize you can only give people the best of what you have. Nothing more, nothing less. And don't feel guilty about it. Get help. See who's around to help you deal with that responsibility and realize that it's time to take your power back. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can drain your energy without your permission. And then you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? We are out here in the heart of nature. Beautiful deep divers. Let's just... woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Da-na-na-na-na. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You!